Right, well, everybody, here we are with Mark. Hello, Mark. How you doing?
Good, good.
Good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've had the pleasure of working with you on a few occasions, and this is on the other side here. This is his brother Anthony. How you doing, man?
All right. Good to meet you, Rex.
They're going to tell us all about partly about their new project, Arctic Sky. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've got to say cheers for letting everybody know about this. It's good to know. Yeah, you want to
cheers, everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, drink to that.
Right.
You want to kick off with a little bit of information for the viewers about something like the edited highlights of kind of what brought you to this point in music? Really, have you always had like a lifetime interest in it? Has it been like something you fell into?
I guess I'll start off. Short and sweet. Way back in like high school, 11th grade, 12th grade, I always told my parents that I always wanted to be a rock star. And, a lot of times it didn't happen because everybody wanted to be a rock star yesterday and didn't want to work at it.
Yeah.
So I went off the beaten track and became a DJ. All right. But rock and roll and heavy metal has always been a part of me. And then to bring everything all the way up to now, I've been playing everybody else's drums, never had a drum set of my own. And this guy bought me my first set and created a monster. Mm-hmm. So now I play drums for him.
Cool.
You want to take it from there?
Sure, yeah. I guess all the way back into, when I was a kid, our uncles used to turn us on to all the 70s rock. And, and then, I don't know, I think I was probably 7 or 8. And so Mark introduced me to, like Bad Company and, I had our mom was awesome, right? So she bought me an original 1976 version of AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. It was awesome. But nice. So then our aunt took us to see Kiss in 1979. So that just tipped the scales there, right? So following onward, after our uncles and Mark and rock and roll going on, I started playing a bit of. I took a class in high school, and it's interesting because I couldn't play a note, and I was basically laughed out of the class. Like they're just taking the piss from start to finish, right? So I kind of I got out of that a bit, and so I furthered my inspiration and being a fine artist, painting and drawing, and that took off.
Cool.
I got all the way up into I was represented by a gallery in Soho in New York
Nice.
for 20 years, believe it or not. When I was living in Paris with my wife, I created this network of artists, and we exhibited all throughout Paris. And so I sold a guitar to a friend in the States. He never paid me, and then he died. So I sold this painting to an Australian pharmaceutical exec in Paris, and asked the missus, "You mind if I get another guitar?" She said, "No, that's great." I said, "All right." Went right down to Pigalle in Paris, and I found the guitar, bought it, rock and roll.
Is that same guitar there then?
This is not. This is a Gibson Les Paul that I have modded out to no avail. That's what I always do to my instruments without destroying them entirely. But that guitar sold to a good friend of ours. I continued, writing my own instrumental songs, as I was always been into, and mainly instrumental, because I always felt like the voice of the strings. So I played a lot out in Paris, played 12-string acoustic in a theater in Paris, and it just fueled, So upon coming back to the States, I would spend a lot of time at Mark's here, recording on my own.
It's the hardware ranch.
Yeah, I put out, my own albums, and Mark always expressed to want to be a part of this jam. So I bought him a drum set for Christmas, and he pieced it together, ripped it apart, broke it, rebuilt it, and then all of a sudden we were playing in this room here at his place, and it just took off because.
Can I?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can I mention? I moved because Mom's was not happy in her where she was living. I told her, I was like, she asked me, "Hey, would you like a roommate?" And I was like, "Moms, if you're not happy where you're at, I want to move you in to the hardware ranch, back to the hardware ranch." And she had the best, last years of her life.
That's cool.
Bless her soul. All right. So now we jam in Mom's music room now. All right. This is our studio, our setup and everything. And I really wish you could see, everything that me and my brother are doing right now. She'd be so proud.
Nice.
Well, so as a result, we started.
We started jamming in a barn.
We started jamming in a barn in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
That was hellish,
That was cold.
Yeah, but we had a few beers going, so
No, exactly.
So, but then we really started coming together in this room behind us, and we had people over once in a while before the pandemic, of course, and to give us a thought, like should we stop this, and stop messing about, or is this actually real? And everybody that we ran this music by seemed to like it, so that makes us think we should keep doing it. Why
That's
not?
a good thing. That sounds like a good thing.
We had one band come over, a band called kind of like a gothic ethereal. Is that ethereal?
They are like a ambient gothic rock band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, called Neurofarm. Really good band, really good. All right. They have Rebecca is she's got this electric violin. It's pretty cool. But they came over and jammed with us and stuff like that. Shout out to Colin, who's been helping me out with building. He's the drummer for Neurofarm. He's been helping me out with different sounds and stuff like that in building my drum set. So
That's cool.
shout out to Colin.
Sweet. I see from when you sent your bio over, a little read of that. Excuse me, on one day I must quit smoking. I see it says Artic Sky says that you've been influenced by many bands from days of old right up until now. Do you want to just shout out a few of those bands that you've been influenced by?
Yeah, I would say we would have to generalize, a lot of the 70s rock, like Bad Company and Deep Purple, pretty much, and you get some 80s in there. But the only type of music that is currently inspiring us at the moment is in the present day. I think it was probably 2005 that a lot of these what are called epic post rock instrumental bands started happening, and I was introduced to them. My guy I worked with, and then I introduced them to Mark, and he couldn't stop listening to them. So we're really trying to add the color and flavor and the sound and the sort of ambient flickers of notes and melodies to the hard, heavy, raging wall of sound that bands like Russian Circles and Pelican, if these trees could talk. These guys, they're inspired, and we would like to help them out and give them what we got also.
Cool. Cool.
As for I agree with what Anthony's saying. Yeah, everything that I've when I was turned on to Russian Circles from Anthony and Pelican and If These Trees Could Talk, my background of heavy metal, hair metal, whatever you want to call it, just call it rock and roll. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Let's just say drummers. Period. Like Frankie Banalini, John Bonham, Dave Lombardo, Stuart Copeland. He's
got a lot of heroes.
I got a lot of heroes. All right, and because I'm the man that I am. All right, this guy can actually teach an old dog new tricks. All right, so yeah,
I can't lead a horse to water then.
Yeah, that is true. But my influence is far and wide. You got Stephen Riley, Tommy Lee. Stephen Riley, he was in Wasp. Tommy Lee, Motley Crue. Yeah. Spin Spur from a local band called Tommy and the Love Tribe. Love that guy. Bless his heart. He's passed. But yeah, just a lot of really good drummers, really good friends inspired me to do what I do. And that I'm glad that I can bring that kind of experience with Anthony.
Sweet.
And Sky.
That's cool. Well, I'll tell you what, we've had one of your tracks in this interview right at the start anyway. I think that was called Reflection Interlude. Shall we just play for the viewers now one of your tracks, the title track from this album, title track called Northern Lights, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Rock it.
crack on.
Yeah.
All right, so like that sounds like some good stuff you got going on there. I hope it does really well for you. I guess so. Soon as this interview is for the magazine CBDzine.com, we better actually try and talk about that as well. It'd be fun to carry on talking about your tunes for ages, but guess we better try and keep it vaguely on subject. I see that the cannabis laws are easing quite a lot over in the USA at the moment, which is a good thing. We feel anyway over here. How do you guys feel about it?
I can tell you right now that one of my friends just asked me if I had a medical card, and I said, yeah, I got one. It's a DOT medical card, Department of Transportation, because I'm a truck driver. And she was like, no, I meant medical marijuana. And I was like, no, I don't smoke. All right. But yeah, it's easing up a lot. Okay. Arizona has opened up, Maryland has opened up, DC has opened up. Me personally, my idea of, like, if I have a vice, well, it's beer and a Jim Beam, okay? But when it comes to the CBD oil, oh man, it's like, I'm, Rex, I'm 53. I was an extreme skateboarder, extreme sports, BMX, everything. I've wrecked my body. And recently I tore my rotator cuff up. CBD oil, put that on there, hands down, I am good,
Cool.
So, but yeah, way back in the day, I used to smoke pot. Who didn't?
Right.
I'd laugh, giggle, get hungry and pass out. But yeah, I don't smoke anymore because I'm a professional truck driver. So
Fair.
yeah.
Fair enough. I'll tell you what, have you got any funny experiences from back in the days when you used to smoke pot? Anything, any bit of comedy you'd like to share with the viewers?
Oh yeah. What was that saying? If you don't cough, you don't get off.
There is that, yeah.
I know. Right. I suppose, I don't know, maybe it's our Italian roots. We like to eat, but who's to say you don't get you get an appetite regardless, when you're smoking. I don't smoke anymore, but I loved it. I would just relax, and I would paint, and the world has been stressful for decades, centuries. While we've been alive, it's been about as hectic as anybody could ever imagine. So, I think that smoking herb, cannabis, if it helps people, man, so be it. And the CBD oil, a lot of people are in pain, and if that can help them on a positive aspect, wow, like let's help them out. Let's let it happen,
Helped me out. It helped with,
But funny experiences. Sorry, on the focus, right?
Right.
Yeah, my favorite, always a classic, right? Was 2 bowls and half a pound of M&Ms and half a liter of soda, and I was good to go. After I laughed my ass off, and then having a bit of a nap after that, just like he said. Yeah, this is we're lightweights, man. I don't know.
I remember back in the day, when we both would smoke. This was my high school. I guess your middle school.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess he was finishing up middle school. We would hang out with a couple of buddies, and somebody popped up with a what was it? 2-chamber bong.
Always
Two
fun.
chamber bong. Okay. And it's like I mean, I'm telling you, one pipe coming up, 2 chambers there. All right. Then had the shotgun in there. So you lift that up, smoke it, and it just sucks right up into you. Instant buzz. You know? Man, wow.
Yeah, you actually had to have half a brain to actually use that thing, you know, because as if any of us did back in the day, right? So, yeah. So we're talking like you've got to have 3 people take a hit off the bomb, and then that next person would get a chance. You know, because you fill all the chambers up like Mark said, but then once all that stuff is pulled out, you know, you pull the stem out and put your finger off the back, and yeah, it's rocket to the moon, isn't it?
You know,
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. You know, I got to go with Anthony. You know, nowadays with all the restrictions coming down, I think marijuana. I mean, you know, the Native Americans had it right when you know, somebody was feeling ill. All right, you know, and you know, you had a bit of the peace pipe of everything. You know, it's, you know, it helped them out. So I think, you know, everybody in the world can learn something from this. You know, it's a good thing. And sometimes it helps with cancer. You know.
Oh, yeah, right.
With cancer.
Absolutely.
You know, our mom passed away from cancer, and great woman, awesome lady. You know, but she never smoked pot. You know, but you know, she lived a great life.
Good to know.
She had 2 great sons. Anyway.
Good to know.
All right.
Good to know. Well, anyway, it's a fun one for you. It's often been claimed that cannabis and creativity go hand in hand. You got anything you want to share with us about that? Any opinions on that kind of thing?
I think Mark would just get comatose. All due respect. Man, back in, you know, in my adolescence, you know, there was just no harm with that stuff. I would, you know, have a bit of smoke and go into my studio painting world and paint the abstractions. And it's, you know, it alleviated all of the tension from the everyday toils of the world, you know, that we're attacked by, you know, at work, out in public. It's just, you know, so it's as creative as an implement as someone would desire. I think. Meaning, if you can, like, for example, I had a thought. This might not be entirely onto the focus of your question. However, you got drinking and driving, and you got smoking herb and driving.
Right.
Now, I feel like, I don't know, maybe things have changed now, but I feel like I smoked, when I smoked, I would drive much more focus and technique because I was relaxed and I had my thoughts right in front of me. Whereas, you know, when you're drinking, like who gives a shit? You're just going to do what you want to do. You know,
Anarchy.
yeah, you know, but yeah, no, I painted, you know, in fact, I think at certain times I would recall Mark doing some kind of music endeavor after having had smoked and all that, and you know, he really appreciated the focus and the relaxation to do something creative.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess it comes down to that. a result. You know, like if someone can integrate smoking into what they're doing creative without hurting themselves, yeah, man, so be it.
To give you an idea, I know this is a little off point, but when it came to creativity through electronic music, rock and roll, cannabis, I took myself to a bit higher level, and yeah, he's about to.
That was an ominous little laugh there.
I took a lot of LSD.
It's a history lesson for all of us.
I took, let's put it this way, hey, if this gets anywhere near Ozzy Osbourne, all right, I'd love to, have a chat with him, because between me and him, we're gonna have a little fight to see who took the most LSD. All right. My electronics, my rock and roll, everything, entertainment. I don't take LSD anymore, but it at one given time, when my mom came, I was living with my mom at the time, and she said, "Hey, we're going over to Christmas Eve dinner with the family," and I said, "No, I'm just going to stay here." All right, and I stayed with our dog Greta, another boxer, and I took about 2 or 3 hits of LSD, and I mixed down a electronic band called Skinny Puppy. Did a lot of remixes for him, and made a 2 CD compilation of them, all on LSD. LSD has been a major part of any kind of music that I've done in the past, and even though I don't take LSD now, it has actually, I've used LSD to enhance the imagination in the brain.
Cool.
If LSD is used for a good purpose, and you can quote me on this, all right, that there has been studies that had said that LSD and what is that rave drug?
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy. Yeah, there you go.
Which was called Hellroof.
Hellroof.
In England.
Right.
In London, I think. It came from London.
That has helped.
Yeah, sorry about that.
but at the same time, it has helped people's depression. It's actually helped depression. I think if used in the right manner, some of these drugs can actually help people become normal people, and we won't have serial killers, depressed individuals. Rob Williams was depressed, and everybody's seen his movies, his stand-up, his comedy. He was always happy, and when he passed away, it really saddened me. I was born on April 1st. I am the town fool. I am the Joker. And God rest his soul. It's like, if these kind of drugs can help people out, rock and roll.
Another aspect is, if I may, is psilocybin mushrooms. Psilocybin mushrooms have been known to cure, or really not entirely eliminate, but lessen migraine headaches. So due to overstimulation in the brain, it is understood that that our brains, the blood passages they swell, and this does not enable blood to flow, so this causes migraines. And as a result, if people were able to, I guess what you call microdose
Yeah, I've heard about
psilocybin
microdosing.
mushrooms. This might help. In fact, in the state of Virginia, I think in Washington D.C., if you have a medical card, you can buy and obtain mushrooms and different types of cannabis to help whatever your ailment. How great is that?
I want some mushrooms.
It's natural. It's only a 4-hour trip. No, you don't really want to do that. I tell you what, we won't push the boat out.
I can imagine you want that. I guess just because of health and safety and the suing people culture we live in, we got to probably say we don't recommend LSD to anybody because it's still illegal. So,
Right.
but hey, you know, whatever. At the end of the day,
Well,
I'll tell
look,
you what.
Big Boy did it right,
Hmm?
and but that doesn't make it legal. It's LSD should just. I believe LSD should be used to, help and expand the creativity of the artist.
Nice. I'll tell you what, talking of expanding the creativity of the artists, you got how about stoner artists, stoner bands, stoner music? Any recommendations?
Stone Rebel.
Okay. Mark?
What else?
Stone Jesus.
Right.
Stone Jesus.
Fair enough.
Check out Stone Jesus. I Am the Mountain. All right,
That's a good one.
that is a top 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Black Elephant.
Okay. Interesting name for a band.
Yeah. Black Elephant. Yeah.
Right.
Led Zeppelin.
Right. There you go. Oh, here's a good one.
Classic.
Here's a good one.
Classic.
Right, Rex, I imagine you might like this as well. There's a band I was into for a while called Nord Skin. Nordskinn.
Okay.
Stuff.
Let's hope people can check that out and see what they think.
Yeah.
You can also check out Artic Sky.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, talking of checking out Artic Sky, I think we should probably wrap it up before we waffle on too much. I think Anthony, you're going to play us out with some of your tunes, aren't you? Some of your music, a little bit of a jam.
Would you guys like a quick preview of the up and coming CD?
Yeah, I think, is that what Anthony's going to play us now?
Could do.
Yeah,
Can do.
give us a bit of a jam, give us a bit of a version of one of them, man. That'd be great.
Cool.
All
All right, let's do this.
Was it Vampire Circus?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's the
You're gonna hear us, but you're not gonna see us.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Oh, because he's plugged in.
Yeah. All right. I wear different. I wear boots when I play, because my ankles are kind of messed up from skateboarding and extreme sports. So I just got to switch my boots out real quick. We'll do a quick jam and then we'll bring Zoe in. Can you hear that?
I can hear that. We can hear that. Yeah.
Cool. All right. All right. All right. So here we are.
All right, Rex.
All right,
Yeah.
Brad.
Good to go. Let's hear what you got.
Woo! That was good. That's good warm up.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
All right. Right. Well, I gotta say, you gotta have earbuds in there. blow your drums
Imagine,
out.
right?
Yes.
All right, listen. So, people want to check out Artic Sky. How do they find you online?
Well, I want to say thanks a lot, Rex. Really appreciate it all the way over here. Thanks for your time and your efforts. Thanks everybody for your interest in checking it out. You can find us at www.arcticsky.bandcamp.com. Thanks, man.
Cool.
Rex,
It's been a
rock and
pleasure.
roll. Always a pleasure. Hey, dude, man, help me with her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've got to say goodbye to the dog as well. We've got to say hi and goodbye to the
Got her?
dog.
Here we go. All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Yeah.
There you go. Big dog. That's our mascot.
Right.
That's a good mascot. That's
Gotta
a good
get
mascot. All right, guys. I'll catch you around. Good luck with it.
All right, man. Good evening.